Good morning, everyone. T-Speaker 222 XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on XLM and Future Digibyte. Oh, geez. So before we get started today, I wanted to share from... I just want to make sure... Jimmy. Okay, that's what I thought. So Jimmy shared the XRP chart, but he made it like the Little Dipper. And the Little Dipper is going to dip, so Jimmy, I thank you. Reading your message made me laugh. So Jimmy, I appreciate you sending in some user-generated content. So XRP is in fact set up like the Little Dipper. Can't make that up, ladies and gentlemen. And then from our meme genius, UB2Sob, flash crash alert. Avoid the fall. Join Tom's army. And then one last meme. Viewer discretion advised. XRP exposed. See, when somebody watches your show and they understand what you're saying and they can put it onto a meme, oh man, is it priceless. UB2 so I don't know what I like better, the XRP being exposed or this some bitch smoking a cigarette while exposing us. So anyhow, thank you, UB2Sob. So, as you guys can see from last night, I told you guys that Bitcoin would likely start rolling over again and it would have to come back down to where that first drop was. We're starting to roll over again. I showed yesterday how we could just kind of draw it out a little bit and it would just be like a sideways consolidation on XRP. So if you did it on Bitcoin, you just start doing that, maybe try to touch up again, but eventually you're coming down here and then much worse. Like, it's going to be ugly with Bitcoin. And like when I draw this, guys, yes, it looks like, if you look, somebody, so when you draw these, you see it looks like it's going way out there to 2024. That's me drawing it out, guys. I can do the same thing and just not have it meet. You can have it coming out, but I like to come down all the way where it's going to meet. Would it make everybody feel better if, because this is going to take time. I'm not saying that this is not going to take time, but this doesn't mean it's going to take until 2024. That's just how far the pattern out goes. If it wants to go in a slow and steady consolidation. But at any time, guys, this can fall back down and then fall through and then that's invalidated. That's just the pattern it's showing when you come up and down, up and down. Look how long it's taking. If it did want to play through that, it could take years. If it was doing it in a slow and steady pace. I can't help that. Look how long we've stayed in this area. It's been 4 months. 3 months now. No, probably 2 months. But look how long it took to bounce from the first line of support. That's back in January. So you start talking about and breaking it down into context, guys. Yeah, it's going to take some time possibly. But the first drop, that's the funny part. Everybody says, well, Tom, your pattern goes out until fucking 2024 or 2023. Yeah. And what does it say? What does it say we're going to be back down here? Oh, we're right there. So, I mean, look at that, guys. If we were to crash right now, we're on target for that October 31st, November 1st. That's right at October 31st. So, yeah, it might take time for this pattern to play out, but it's not just going to be overnight when it comes back up. You're not going to $100,000. Not in 2021, I guarantee that. 2022, it's a possibility, but there's a chance we have to wait till 2023 for all this shit to go fucking balls wild. But to think that my pattern's not accurate because it's going out to 2024, well, that's just asinine. Because this clearly, all you have to do is line it up down here, October 25th. We could have it crash right there. I mean, there's so many spots that this can crash over the next 2 weeks. Yeah, it pulls it out to a farther grand scheme, but it took 9 fucking months there, 10 months to get here from January. So another 10 months, this pattern ain't even going to be close to being done yet, unless it breaks out of this symmetrical triangle, and that's what you need to pay attention to. Anything else, run the lines. This goes until April 25th, 2022. But if this breaks down It's in position right now on the pattern for a collapse on October 31st to get back down to the bottom of the symmetrical triangle. That's my point. That might even take longer. We don't know. But that's in the weekly. You take it down into the daily, and you can see it more day by day. It's got many, many days to finish off this pattern. But guys, it's already almost finished off this pattern. This already came back up and touched now almost the support again. Not yesterday, but when it first came back up. But if that's the only thing that that I can be criticized for, that's great. Or not even criticized, but the question, how can it drop in October 31st if your pattern goes out to 2024 on Bitcoin? Simple. Look at the part of the pattern we're in. This part of the pattern ain't 2024. This part of the pattern is for now. For XRP, this is now. We're on the top of resistance. Even if it takes a day or a year, you're at resistance. So if it takes 2 years to get back down to support, guess what? You shouldn't be buying XRP for 2 fucking years. Enough of this 5 and 10% bullshit swing trading when the market looks like it's literally about to roll over. I know a few people got into some fucking trouble yesterday, and I tried to message them, and they asked me about the Seller network because it was starting to have like what they considered a minor turnaround. And I told them that's the all-enticing double top that just formed. Stay far away from it. And they bought it up here because they said it was going up. Then they had to sell. Then they had to sell. I mean, a lot of people got in trouble with this fucking... Oh my God, 30%. No wonder people are pissed. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4 days you're down 30%. Not even. And then people wanted to take a chance yesterday when it was up here because they're like, oh, well, it's come down so far. Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Thank you so much. You too. Nice and early, I appreciate it. But anyhow, so with Seller, you know, I had a lot of messages last night and I was shocked to get in over here. Guys, like, it was down here. That was the spot to do it. But right when it comes back up here, you've lost that opportunity. So people were getting in here thinking it's coming up here. And I was just trying to show them last night, like, the difference. And this was at, like, 1 o'clock in the morning. That's 10% already from when you guys were messaging. Fucking A. So back off on Seller for a little bit. And since I got so many questions on it, I'm just going to do this right now so that you guys don't get in more trouble. Because that is brutal. I hope you guys did not get into it and you listened to me last night through my email. I really do. I know I don't really want to share personal. One person was very disappointed in what I was saying. They thought I was going and breaking up to this all-time high range. And you can see it had a hell of a run. And they thought it was going back up into Discovery. And I told them, guys, it's not time. It's got to play the pattern still. Like, if you start looking at this and you start to do it logically, look at all that support area that it needed to come back down to. And it had a few times where it broke out of this. Abso-fucking-lutely. And we can even come back like this. Whoops. So you could even do that, but the point of this is if you're buying this, you better wait until it gets down to the support. Because it doesn't even seem like a lot from here. But guys, just to get down there, it's another 8%. Are you going to hold it at 8%, then rebuy back? No, you're probably going to sell it and panic sell. And then by the time it gets down to true support, that 8%, and this is the bitch part, it always is, that 8% drop would cost you a 24% rise if you just wait until you buy it on support. Granted, if it comes up from right here, and this is actually a reversal that's starting and you can go from here. There you go, 19%. So a 19% gain or 18% gain, for a 7.5% loss still from here if it decides to go down. Talcoin had a great day. Talcoin it's consolidated and came up to its resistance, but it's trading between the 15.5 and 20, or the 1.5 cent and 2.2 cents. And that's what happens. You can bounce between. Look at XLM. XLM came up and made a nice 7.5% move. Everybody's expecting XRP to do it. Remember we talked about the all-enticing double top on XRP yesterday? Starting to play out, maybe? And you can go back and look at my video. I said this all day yesterday, that I thought we could have the all-enticing double top. Oh, well, there's my drawing from yesterday. I guess I'll delete what I just put on there because there's no point. But that's what I drew out yesterday that I thought could happen. Just that all-enticing double top. But it hasn't even come up here yet. It hasn't come back up to the double top yet. So, we're going to see. We're going to see if it gets a 7.5. But, guys, the problem is look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is so close to rolling over. It's sick. Because it's got to make its way back down. It just has to. It's going to have to make its way back down. Everything you see with gains, if Bitcoin does do what it looks like. You see what's going on here, guys. Don't get caught with your pants down here. And you can see what I put. So it might not be imminent. We might have to consolidate out. And if you look at this, there is a chance we could consolidate out for a few days, but I doubt it. Because we'll just drop right back down off the trend line eventually after a day or two. We don't have enough steam to to keep this kind of push. So I'm gonna end it there. Hope this helped. Hold on one sec. I'm lighting my joint. Because I got some shit to do. Julie's got to go to the doctor today. Her non-stop therapy for her foot, as you guys know. Eventually having surgery to get her ankle replaced, basically. Or put a cadaver bone in. So anyhow, this is what we're looking at. Pay very close attention. XRP is dangerously close to a move. It's that simple. Can we get up and finish that M topping reversal, or is this just going to be a common head and shoulders? That's the only question we have. Right now, we haven't broke the neckline just yet. We popped back up, but if we were to go down any lower than 106, that's confluent that this pattern's over. So just be aware that we have a minor M that kind of formed in here, and that could be the M topping reversal right in front of our very eyes.